Okay, so we're gonna go through the next one, which is,
Coffee's turtle and I.
flip it around here. So why don't we talk about John then? Do you know much about, you wanna talk a little bit about John?
I don't remember much about him,
Right.
except that we would, Grandma and them would have us over on Sunday. And when we lived in Popple Creek, we'd, on the way to go to church on Sunday, we'd stop over at Grandma's, all of us kids and Dad and Ma. And then we'd have dinner with them, of course, and then we'd talk and play around, and some more of the cousins would come over, and we had a lot of fun with Bud and Donnie Swivelover, and that's Ida and Eugene's kids, and we got to see our cousins a lot then, even though we lived in Popple Creek.
Was that about 10 miles away or so?
Yeah.
So that's, you have to, and you were riding in cars back then, there's no horses, right?
Yeah,
It's-
we had an old Model A, I think, Model T. Well, it was an old car, but by God, that old thing brought us to church every Sunday for years. And it was a nice warm, we had blankets we covered up with, but it sure was a treat compared to horse and buggy. We had them for a while too.
When did you have horse and buggy?
Yeah,
When you were younger?
yeah, when I was real small.
And did you use a horse and buggy in the wintertime with the sleighs?
Yeah, we had big blankets and we kept pretty warm, huddled together and came up. We never missed church.
Wow,
Never.
so you took a horse and buggy or a sleigh to church?
Oh.
And wow,
Yep, all the time, so,
was that pretty common?
oh. Okay,
Was that pretty common to have horse and buggies?
oh
back
yeah.
then?
Yep, they were, I felt sorry for the horses, they had while we were in church, they'd just get tied to a post and stand there and wait. So,
That must have been really interesting.
yeah, we
And then do you want to say?
had it rough,
I believe that.
but we didn't realize it.
You didn't know it because
No.
everyone else is
Everybody
going
else
through it too, right?
Yeah, so,
Then do you want to say a little about, this is about Grandpa, this is William Nicholas Stoffel. That's your grandfather, or your father, I'm sorry.
yeah.
So do you want to say a little bit about him? He was the oldest of
Yeah,
all
he was
these-
the oldest of all, and he was the first one to get married. But before they got married, Grandpa Stoffel bought a farm for Adolf and Dad, and they batched it together. They did their own cooking and everything, and that was Adolf stayed at that same farm forever, it seems like. But Dad did a lot of moving because I guess he was the oldest and he didn't mind moving, and Ma didn't either.
You mean Adolf kept the farm that the grandfather bought? but-
Yeah, that they
with
batched
John.
it at,
I see.
Adolf and him.
And then he left, and Adolf got married to Ida, and
Yeah.
then they kept on the farm.
They stayed on that one farm right next to the home farm, the Grandma and Grandpa's farm.
And then how many did William move to different farms then? Is that what happened?
Dad,
Yeah.
well then he went to, there was no farms around for sale, so that's when they went to Popple Creek.
Oh, I was always wondering why they went over
Yeah,
there.
they wanted to farm, so, and I don't know if they would plan on living there for to raise the kids, because they none were Catholic, or very few were Catholic in Popple Creek.
Oh, okay.
They were all different religions, but there were two churches that were right across the street from each other that were Lutheran, and that was right in the kind of in the middle of Popple Creek, and they had most of them went to church there. So
Okay.
I
Did you all go to church at St. John's in Cooks Valley?
yep, we
Wow.
always
So you had a
all of
long
these.
haul to get
Yeah.
over there then.
Yeah, that was a job. Especially if it's snowing, you know. Those old cars, they were just as good as the cars now. They got through the snow just like they did.
Mm-hmm.
They do now. So,
And then you were saying that Teresa, that John died, and then she had all the kids, right?
yeah,
So he passed away, and they were still on a farm, so she had to keep all the brothers and sisters going and keep the farm going until all the brothers and
Yeah.
sisters got married.
yes, yeah.
I think
And it's mostly boys, you know, too. It was, except for Annie. Where is Annie? Yeah, Annie and Felix.
Little bags left, huh?
That was the only girls that helped Grandma.
Gotcha.
That could really help, like with the farm work.
How old were the kids when he passed away?
Girls there today.
Do you know, remember?
No, I don't know. That's the age that they were born. They averaged about 2 years, 1.5 to 2 years. So no twins.
And then what would happen? Like they would stay in the home farm, and when they got to about 18, they would go get their own farm or go get married or
Yeah, when
something.
you
Yeah.
were trying to get the gate.
Grandpa'd always help them get a farm, or
He said, "Oh, do you
if
know
they
him?" And I
wanted
said,
to,
"Yeah, he's my husband." And she
like
said, "Oh, I used to
Leo,
really know him."
I couldn't remember.
Oh, right
he's
there.
up there,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, he wanted to get a job in town. He
Yeah.
didn't want a
And you gotta
farm.
pull that knot
So,
up till it clicks.
I don't know if Grandpa got him the job of working for the railroad, or if he just signed up for it and got it.
Slide right up.
But he did all of his life, was a railroad worker.
Oh, okay.
And Joel, he worked a little while for the railroad, but he worked at the mill, you know, grinding oats and stuff for the mash and stuff for the farmers.
Oh, okay. How about was William? Just going back to William, the grandfather. Was he a farmer all his life, or did he ever work as in town or anything?
No. No, he, well, when Rosemary and John took over the farm, he moved to town and he helped, when the cows would have a calf and they wanted to sell it for veal, Dad would weigh them in and stuff just for a short time. He didn't work once a week, 1 day a week, he'd
Okay.
weigh the calves and pay them, tell them what to pay them and stuff for the calf. So he liked that job real
I
well.
bet you did.
Yeah, it was quite a change.
And then did you say a little bit? I think he had scarlet fever when he was a kid, and
Yeah,
it scarred
yeah.
his heart.
He was real frail.
His whole
Ma
life.
had to do a lot of the work.
Wow.
She did the hard work part.
And didn't he also have a hernia that he never got fixed up until late in life?
Yeah, that too. So he wasn't very healthy.
So she did a lot of the work on the farm, huh?
Oh yeah. The women really, they got to do, half of the work, I'd say, of the farm.
And then back then, didn't they have like thrashing machines and
Yep.
Did
they
he
all-
ever use horses for the field too, or was that mostly tractors?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, mostly. They never had a tractor. Very seldom until we were, young. Then they got a tractor, but it wasn't like the ones nowadays. They were kind of not really good.
So he was plowing the fields with a horse up until the 1920s and 1930s?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they would plow and seed everything, and yeah, they had it rough.
Okay. And how they clear land? They didn't have chainsaws back then, did they? They
Yeah,
had to do it with axes. And
saw it back and forth.
how'd you get the tree stumps out? That must have been impossible.
Dynamite.
Dynamite,
Oh,
yeah.
dynamite?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Dynamite and
Wow.
yeah, they'd blow them up.
Jeez.
Yeah, they had to break the land. Like we had, and on the farm I lived on, we had quite a bit of woods.
Mm-hmm.
And we had sheep in part of the woods. And the other part, slowly it was quite a big area of trees and stuff. They'd break that land, but it was one rock on top of the other. It's rockier than heck, that other woods. So it wasn't, well, it's good land, but
Was that Papa Creek or was that Bloomer?
Bloomer.
Oh, Bloomer had
That
rocks
was
too?
Bloomer, yeah.
Wow.
Popple Creek, we didn't have any rocks.
Huh.
I can shut it.
Didn't have to pick them. So
That must have been a pretty big burden.
we hired the kids from all over the neighborhood to help pick rocks. And they were so excited, they just wanted to come and pick rocks. They got paid,
Wow. Was it other farm kids or city kids?
all farm kids.
All farm kids? Wow. Think they'd have rocks on their own farm to pick.
No,
Sure.
they said the devil shit on our land. And the neighbor's land, no rocks. So they came over and picked ours.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Did
that was.
did he know it when he was buying the property that had all those rocks on it, or
I don't know.
seems like you go out there and kick around a little bit so you know
Oh.
what you're getting into.
It was awful. That's hard on
Which way you
machinery.
move?
He's recording,
Yeah.
Sam.
Yes. Yeah, I want to take a little break.